Life is the first gift, love is the second, and understanding the third. Hope sleeps in our bones like a bear waiting for spring to rise and walk. The best gift you can give is a hug. One size fits all and no one ever minds if you return it. My strength and my weakness are twins in the same womb. The people I love the best jump into work head first without dallying in the shallows. If you want to be listened to, you should put in time listening. We live in a media soup and are constantly being programmed or are fighting that programming. Thus any truthful account of a life, every part of a life, is about society as well as an individual. The pitcher cries for water to carry and a person for work that is real. Work is its own cure. You have to like it better than being loved. We seek not rest but transformation. We are dancing through each other as doorways. We must shine with hope, stained glass windows that shape light into icons, glow like lanterns born before a procession. Who can bear hope back into the world but us? Learning to love differently is hard. Love with the hands wide open, love with the doors banging on their hinges, the cupboard unlocked, the wind roaring and whimpering in the rooms. Nobody can live on a bridge or plant potatoes, but it is fine for comings and goings, meetings, partings and long views and a real connection to someplace else where you may in the crazy weathers of struggle how and again want to be. A strong woman is a woman at work, cleaning out the cesspool of the ages, and while she shovels, she talks about how she doesn't mind crying. It opens the ducts of the eyes, and throwing up develops the stomach muscles, and she goes on shoveling with tears in her nose. Connections are made slowly, sometimes they grow underground. Memory in Greek mythology is the mother of the muses, and it is so for me. Both personal and societal memory move me strongly, and that is one of the sources of my writing. Attention is love, what we must give children, mothers, fathers, pets, our friends, the news, the woes of others. What we want to change we curse and then pick up a tool. Bless whatever you can with eyes and hands and tongue. If you can't bless it, get ready to make it new. Every artist creates with open eyes what she sees in her dream. It's really important to visit a site you are writing about. Even if you know it well, even if you have lived there, it's important to take a fresh look in terms of your characters and your story. We can only know what we can truly imagine. Finally, what we see comes from ourselves. Any life is lived in a particular time and place. Every life is impacted by the family's socioeconomic circumstances, and, in later life, by the person's. History is a game played backwards only. Your anger was a climate I inhabited like a desert in a dry frigid weather of high thin air and ivory sun, sand dunes the wind lifted into stinging clouds that blinded and choked me where the only ice was in the blood. There are obviously a great many ways to organize some fraction of the material in a life. Drifting with things is a habit it takes almost dying to break. Marge Piercy, born March 31, 1936, is an American progressive activist and writer. Her work includes Woman on the Edge of Time, He, She and It, which won the 1993 Arthur C. Clarke Award, and Gone to Soldiers, a New York Times bestseller and a sweeping historical novel set during World War II. Piercy's work is rooted in her Jewish heritage, communist social and political activism, and feminist ideals. Marge Piercy was born in Detroit, Michigan to Bert Bunning Piercy and Robert Piercy. While her father was non-religious from a Presbyterian background, she was raised Jewish by her mother and her Orthodox Jewish maternal grandmother, who gave Piercy the Hebrew name of Mara. An indifferent student in her early childhood, Piercy developed a love of books when she came down with the German measles and rheumatic fever in her mid-childhood and could do little but read. It taught me that there's a different world there, that there were all these horizons that were quite different from what I could see. Upon graduation from Mackenzie High School, Piercy became the first in her family to attend college, studying at the University of Michigan where she received a BA degree in 1957. Winning a Hopwood Award for Poetry and Fiction 1957 enabled her to finish college and spend some time in France. She earned an MA from Northwestern University in 1958. Living in Chicago, she supported herself working various part-time jobs while unsuccessfully trying to get her novels published. It was during this time that Piercy realized she wanted to write fiction that focused on politics, feminism, and working-class people. After her second marriage, Piercy became involved in the organization Students for a Democratic Society. In 1968, Piercy's first book of poetry, Breaking Camp, was published, and her first novel was accepted for publication that same year. Arthur C. Clarke Award for Science Fiction, 1992. Bradley Award, New England Poetry Club, 1992. Brit Ha-Dorrit Award, Shalom Center, 1992. May Sarton Award, New England Poetry Club, 1991. Golden Rose Poetry Prize, New England Poetry Club, 1990. Carolyn Kaiser Poetry Prize, 1986–1990. National Endowment for the Arts Award, 1978. Honorary Doctor of Humane Letters degree from the Hebrew Union College, Cincinnati, Ohio, 2004.